My name is Chris Blake. I am the Programme Manager for the Plant Department for CITB National Construction College. Been here 19 years, started as an instructor, then worked my way up to senior instructor and then ultimately to Programme Manager, so I have the day-to-day responsibility for all of the plant mechanic and the plant operations training, both apprentice and commercial. So we're going to go round all of the various training areas. We're going to look at the Telehandler area, which is the first area that we're now coming to. We've got some Scottish apprentices down doing training with us. They're on week 2 of the telescopic handler training. So the training includes loading lorries, loading scaffold towers, stacking pallets on top of each other, everyday site activities that they will encounter when they leave. We're now heading round to the tar crane area. This is an area quite close to my heart because my father came here in the early 1970s and he completed a tar crane course and subsequently went on to drive tar cranes for 40 years. I then came in 1983 and I did a backhoe loader course in 1983, went out on site, worked in all manner of situations, various size construction sites, even Sizewell nuclear power station for 5 years, and then in 2002 I returned to become an instructor. So the whole life for me evolved. Subsequently, both of my sons have been into Bircham Newton to do apprenticeships. My eldest son, he came in at 17, became an apprentice here on plant at 18, left the college, went out into industry, into plant hire, operating dozers, 360s, telehandlers, dump trucks. After a period in industry and gaining his stripes, he's actually come back and now he's an instructor here for the college. So on the left hand side we're now passing the pedestrian operated tar crane course. So we've got 4 delegates now starting day 1 of the pedestrian operated tar crane course. We, wherever possible, try to be the one-stop training shop. All of the learners that we've just viewed have all completed the saddle and the luffer tar crane course. So obviously the final piece of the jigsaw is the pedestrian operated tar crane. So where we used to run a separate course, now we do the saddle, the luffer and the pedestrian all in the one course makeup, and this means that the candidates come here just the once and get all of the ticket requirements they require. So we're now coming on to the crawler crane area. Here at NCC we try to provide every strand of training, so we will do mobile cranes, we will do crawler cranes and we will do tar cranes. So we have the lattice jib and the telescopic boom version, so we try to cover every aspect of every machine that a learner may encounter in industry. So the Cabelco on our left is a 90 ton capacity machine. We are, wherever possible, trying to reinvest and keep our fleet as current as possible, hence the Wolf Cran tar crane that we're now going past was only erected 3 months ago. As we now enter the training field, I think it's worth bearing in mind that this ground began its life as a training centre in the early 1960s. I personally dug this ground in 1983, and you just look how the ground has held up, and every day we have apprentice and commercial delegates still turning this ground over day after day. The makeup of the ground is just absolutely perfect to continual digging and backfilling in all weathers every day. Where we don't have adequate machines within our fleet, we will always hire locally to keep our carbon footprint down. Hence the machinery on our left is on hire from Mervyn Lambert, and this is for a local company in Norwich who require mini excavator training. So in front of us we have our large man-made mounds. So obviously we use this area for dump truck training. This allows hill starts on the way up and reverse hill starts on the way down. And we also use the side batters for dozer training when we're doing either apprentice or commercial dozer training. This heap was actually another location on the centre in the middle of the training field, which actually didn't work because we were losing so much of the training field. So the apprentices over a period of time actually moved this heap as part of their course training, so they're actually doing something tangible and worthwhile. So we moved it over a period of a few months, but what a fantastic achievement the apprentices completed. Obviously we try to replicate everyday life on site for operators, and we really appreciate the fact that Conquip have supplied us with regular everyday equipment that you would find on a site. So this enables us to not only do the excavating and the lifting with all of our learners, but also use the attachments and associated pieces of equipment, as I say, found every day in commonplace on site. So the brick bulldozer was built many years ago by apprentices based on site. Stood the test of time. I've been here 19 years and that's been there ever since I arrived, so very proud of the learners' achievements. So that concludes the tour of our training area at Bircham Newton. Hope you all enjoy the footage. We're very proud of what we have and look forward to seeing some of you here in the future.